Obviously, a great team victory, for the Buffs tonight. I thought had a lot of really good individual performances, played well as a team. We hit 3 of our 4 numbers that we talk about all the time. The only thing we didn't hit is our turnovers. We had 15 rather than less than 12, but great performances and some subpar performances. Some guys really battled through some things, and it's really good to get the bench in at the end because people don't realize how hard those guys work in practice and the scout team, so it's nice to get them some minutes, and I'm proud of all of our guys tonight. And it's a step in the right direction. We talked on Monday at practice about this being a week of separation, and this is a step in that separation. We have to continue that on Sunday, so we can't get too high off this win. We took care of business, beat a good, solid team. I'd mentioned, I think, to some of you guys on Monday and Tuesday, Roscoe Allen is a good player. I think you saw tonight he's a good player. I knew we dodged a bullet a little bit in Palo Alto when he didn't play real well, and we were able to overcome that with some really good performances ourselves tonight. So, great win.
Tad, you said earlier this week that when Josh and George both are shooting well, you can be scary good.
Scary good. You saw that tonight. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And Josh Scott, too, wasn't himself tonight. I mean, he battled through. He wasn't feeling well. I could tell at shoot-around and even pregame meals something wasn't right with him, and he's been not feeling good, not sleeping real long. And sometimes you forget that guys are going to battle through things like that this time of year. So he battled, but George King and Josh Fortune really were the recipients of Josh making some really unselfish plays tonight, 4 assists and 1 turnover from Josh Scott. But when you have 21 assists on 27 baskets, it means you're sharing the ball, it means you're moving the ball, and obviously making shots makes life a lot easier for everybody. And it's nice to see Josh Fortune hit a couple, get in a rhythm. George really shot it well too, and like you said, Neil, when both those guys are making threes and you shoot, 13 for 19, you're going to be tough to beat.
Coach, there's some concern about finishing games in Pac-12 play. Do you feel that your team adequately did that tonight?
Yeah.
How was it that you guys? How did it feel that you guys finally?
No, we've been doing it. There's been a couple we haven't, but the Utah game is the one we didn't finish, but every other game we finished. So I don't think it's a trend.
Coach, was there talk at halftime? This was a team you had a solid lead on. At their place, kind of had to hold on down the stretch. Was there talk at halftime and making sure you guys kept on the gas pedal?
Absolutely. We talked about winning the second half, which we did by 2, and they made a run, and we, I was mentioning to Mark Johnson on the radio, I expect so much of this team. I come in the locker room, we shoot 77% from the free throw line, and I was so mad that we missed the front end of 3 1-on-1s. Foul number 7, foul number 8, foul number 9, all misses front ends of 1-on-1. But we're leading the league in free throw shooting, and any coach in America would take 77%. But again, if we make those free throws and they don't cut it to 10, but we let them cut it to 10, and we bowed our back and came out and extended it again, got some stops, and you knew they were going to make a run. You just don't want it to go from a 22-point game to a 10-point game, and that's what happened. But guys handled it.
Coach, how impressive was it that I think you guys were -5 rebounding in the first half, then you go +13 in the second half?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought we were +4 in the first half, but maybe, huh? Yeah, I think we were +4 in the first half, but. The one thing we did talk about at halftime is in the last 4 minutes of the first half, they had 6 offensive rebounds. They had 11 offensive rebounds at halftime. That was addressed, I can promise you, because I thought the last 4 minutes of the first half we got our tails kicked, and loose balls came to them, offensive rebounds came to them, and that's something that we did address, and we did a better job in the second half of that.
Was there a sense coming into the game, kind of knowing that Josh wasn't feeling great, that from the other guys that they were going to have to step up?
No, because I didn't know. I mean, I could tell just on his face. You could just tell with his pep in his step and his body language, something wasn't right. I didn't know until I asked him at halftime. I mean, I pulled him out and said, what's going on? He just said, Coach, I'm just not feeling good. I haven't been sleeping good, and I'm trying to battle through it. So it shows you, he didn't say anything about it. I didn't know about it, but I could tell just the way he was playing, the way, he was 0 for 5 at half. That's not Josh Scott, but he was battling, and that's what he does. He's a battler. And
Pick him up.
no question. Yeah, when one guy's down, that's what being a part of a team's all about. And so, again, it was a good team victory. When you have 21 assists and you score 90 plus in 91 points in a Pac-12 game, I mean, against a good team. Stanford's a good basketball team. And so I think people understand that watched them defensively. I thought we had some good performances.
Coach, the team really responded well after the timeout you called in the second half when Stanford cut it to 10. Was there any particular message in that timeout?
Yeah, there was like, let's get some stops. Let's step up the free throw line like a man and stick it in the hole. I mean, let's go. It's time to. The only way you extend leads is by getting stops. And what happens is you get a 22-point lead in the second half. That human nature tells you to take your foot off the gas and relax a little bit. Had some switches we didn't make. They hit a couple threes. They made some tough threes too. Again, you knew they were going to make a run, but we helped that run by missing free throws, not getting stops, and not taking care of the basketball. So those are the three things we addressed. Get stops, make your dang free throws, and take care of the ball. And we came out and we did that.
Coach, in the same sequence, you came out of that and scored 10 straight points, kind of had the lead down the stretch. Dom was real big in that stretch. He had an assist to Josh for three-point play, 4 free throws in a row. His stats don't jump out, but it seems like he's cutting down on turnovers. He's not forcing things. Do you see him settling even more into that point guard role for you guys?
And I think that's exactly right. That point of the game is when Dom Collier kind of took it over. He made the plays that had to be made, whether it's distributing to other guys. He made a couple free throws. I think he went 4 for 4 from the free throw line during that stretch. So, yeah, that's when you need your floor general to take control, make sure you're getting a great shot, make sure your best player's touching the ball. And I thought Dom was terrific, especially in the second half during that stretch, to get us back in control of the game. So, without a doubt, he's making strides each and every game. And, again, it's not always about stats. It's sometimes about your floor game, and that's the one thing that he can do is he can have an effect on the game without scoring or even getting assists, but getting the ball where it needs to get.
I know you want to enjoy this win, but Sunday Cal comes in here, and that's a team that played real well against you last time.
Yes, they did.
What do you have to do against these?
Well, we've got to have an answer for their inside guys. We let their inside guys play better than they've played in terms of scoring the ball. Obviously, with Tyrone Wallace out, it hurts them. But Sam Singer is a terrific player. Ivan Rabb and Jalen Brown just keep getting better and better. There's some really good freshmen in this league. Kid Sheffield tonight didn't play great, but he's a terrific player. And so, we got to look at the changes they've made since Tyrone's been out. They're scrapping it up with Utah right now. We'll get a look at that film, and we'll get a game plan ready to go. I'm glad we got till Sunday. But it's going to be a heck of a – they're a good, talented basketball team.
Coach, you alluded to Stanford's offensive rebounds. That's an area Washington did well against you guys as well. Is that an area of concern at all you feel like needs to be shored up before Cal comes in?
Well, it's always – that's something that we always are concerned with is rebounding the basketball. We want to limit their second shots. We're not going to eliminate them. There's going to be some long rebounds. They're going to get some. We talk about 5 guys rebounding the ball. Our guards need to do a great job of helping us rebound. Our big wings, guys like Trayshawn and George. So rebounding is something we talk about every day and every game. That is a non-negotiable point of emphasis for us. So, yeah, when we don't do it, we found that we've gotten out-rebounded 3 times this year. We've lost all 3 games. So it doesn't guarantee that we're going to win, but when we don't rebound, it's not going to be easy. We better make shots like we made tonight. But that's something that our teams, again, it's non-negotiable. And when it happens, it really irritates me.
Coach, was this kind of the ideal offensive performance you imagined this team being capable of before the season?
Yeah, inside out. Again, Josh Scott did a good job, and I thought he could have scored a few more times in the first half. I wanted him to be more aggressive, and I thought he was in the second half. But again, you got great shooters surrounded by one of the best big men in the country that demands double teams. You share the ball, you move the ball, it doesn't stick. Absolutely. This team has a chance to be really, really good offensively if we continue to play like that. And we've got very capable shooters, as you saw tonight. Okay, thanks.